Inside this thermodynamic forge, raw surgical-grade steel is weaponized to create the unbreakable backbone of a 100-ton heavy hauler Titan. Blinding plasma arcs carve through heavy-gauge armor, forging the indestructible foundation of a machine designed to pull 100-ton payloads.
Immense crushing pressure bends armored steel into monolithic towers, built to withstand catastrophic relentless weight.
Automated precision fuses the heavy steel monolith, creating a reinforced skeleton designed to carry a mansion-sized payload without flinching. Gargantuan aluminum panels are forcefully integrated. Automated rivets are punched with devastating speed, forging a lightweight yet invincible command center. Lethal precision etches the structural anchor points, engineering a framework where failure under a colossal load is mathematically impossible. Microscopic acoustic scans guarantee the steel skeleton will never rupture under the crushing, relentless weight of a multi-ton payload.
Massive steel pins lock the suspension mounts with extreme torque, preparing the chassis to absorb the violent shockwaves of the quarry.
The indestructible backbone is forged. The foundation of the Titan awaits the violent insertion of its colossal beating heart. The mechanical Leviathan receives its heart, a gargantuan turbocharged diesel engine, engineered to unleash.
The powerhouse is anchored to the steel skeleton with extreme torque, locking down thousands of foot-pounds of rotational violence.
An 8-speed heavy-duty transmission is mated to the core, forging a precise, unbreakable gatekeeper for the devastating flow of kinetic energy.
Massive drive shafts are locked into place, engineering a brutal drivetrain that guarantees absolute traction across grueling transcontinental highways.
Steel-braided vanes are connected, preparing to force-feed massive volumes of compressed oxygen into the high-pressure combustion chambers. Brute force meets microscopic refinement. Towering exhaust stacks are polished to a blinding, mirror-like perfection.
Gargantuan chrome stacks are integrated, engineered to vent the catastrophic heat and pressure of the turbocharged core directly into the sky.
Massive aluminum fuel vaults are strapped to the flanks, holding hundreds of gallons of combustible energy for grueling, cross-country endurance.
The colossal fifth-wheel coupling is anchored, the critical, unbreakable bond that will drag 100-ton megaloads across the continent.
The organs of absolute power and gleaming armor are integrated, a monolithic maze of raw mechanical violence, waiting for its command center. The lightweight yet invincible aluminum sanctuary, a fortress built with thousands of hand-driven rivets, is lowered onto the Titan's spine. Brute force integrated with microscopic precision. Every rivet is punched with devastating speed, fusing aluminum armor to
Nostalgic art meets industrial utility. Interior chrome accents are polished to a blinding perfection, a gleaming homage to the golden age of trucking.
Artisanal craftsmanship defines the command center. Premium leather is hand-stitched over orthopedically sculpted vaults. A labyrinth of analog gauges is embedded. The digital brain, wrapped in classic wood-grain armor, monitors.
Next-generation energy is mobilized. A twin array of 90-kilowatt fuel cell stacks is integrated, forging a devastating hydrogen-electric drivetrain. High-voltage orange vanes are connected, preparing to channel hundreds of megawatts of pure, clean power to the colossal electric wheel motors.
Bulletproof hydrogen vaults are strapped to the flanks. Carbon fiber sanctuaries, holding 100-kilogram loads of.
Volumetric sensors are laser integrated. Microscopic acoustic scans hunt for weakness in the hydrogen armor, ensuring impenetrable, unbreakable safety.
The organs of the hydrogen Titan are integrated. A monolithic maze of raw mechanical violence. 8 multi-ton rubber claws are bolted to forged aluminum hubs, engineered to rip traction across punishing transcontinental blacktop. The iconic chrome crown is anchored to the nose, a monolithic shield protecting the aggressively breathing turbocharged core.
A massive Texas square chrome bumper is pounded into the frame, forging an indestructible battering ram for the king of the highway.
Heavy-duty stainless steel visors are locked above the glass, dropping a menacing, aggressive shadow over the operator's command vault.
The digital nervous awakens in the hydrogen Titan. Ultra-wide telemetries boot up.
Aerodynamic armor is violently fused to the hydrogen core, a monolithic shield engineered to slice through the atmosphere with absolute aerodynamic supremacy.
The thermodynamic fortress violently ignites. Thousands of foot-pounds of raw diesel torque scream to life.
Logistical titans mobilize. The heavy-duty Predator drags absolute industrial dominance out onto the global supply chain.
Built to conquer the impossible, the ultimate kings of the highway, driving the relentless force of global industry into the future. Chained to the torture rack, the turbocharged core is violently pushed to its absolute breaking point, measuring thousands of foot-pounds of raw, devastating torque. Lethal pressure is injected. The carbon fiber vaults are force-fed with 700 bar hydrogen, testing the absolute limit of the unbreakable fuel cells.
Subjected to catastrophic Arctic simulations, the thermopic systems are frozen solid to test cold start survival in the deadliest winter supply chains.
A high-velocity sandstorm is unleashed, attempting to choke the massive air intakes and strip the blinding chrome with relentless abrasion.
The ultimate burden is hitched. A 150-ton mega payload is violently locked to the Titan's spine.
Fighting the crushing weight of gravity, massive rubber claws violently tear at the asphalt, demanding absolute traction to heave the impossible load.
The hydrogen Titan responds with absolute electric dominance. Maximum torque is unleashed instantly. Subjected to the torture track, the monolithic steel chassis twists and flexes, engineered to absorb the catastrophic
Emergency kinetic arrest. The massive air brake system violently locks down, fighting the catastrophic momentum of a 150-ton runaway payload.
tested beyond destruction. The kings of the transcontinental highway earn their right to drag the heaviest burdens on Earth. To carry the impossible, a foundation of absolute steel is laid.
Automated precision fuses massive pendulum mounts, engineering a brutal suspension system designed to distribute hundreds of tons of catastrophic weight.
Solid steel hydraulic rams are pounded into position, forging an independent suspension capable of keeping the megaload perfectly level on hostile terrain.
A labyrinth of high-pressure hydraulic vanes is routed to every single axle, granting the 100-wheel Leviathan absolute, independent steering agility.
Dozens of heavy-duty rubber claws are bolted to the pendulum hubs, a sprawling footprint engineered to prevent the crushing weight from sinking into the earth. Microscopic laser scans calibrate the digital steering matrix. Every single wheel will turn in perfect, catastrophic synchronization to navigate the impossible.
The massive steel gooseneck is anchored, the unbreakable physical bond that will connect the 100-wheel platform to the reigning king of the highway.
Lethal hydraulic force is unleashed across the entire platform. The deck rises, effortlessly heaving a simulated 150-ton burden against gravity. The ultimate transport platform is forged, a sprawling, multi-axle masterpiece of heavy-duty engineering.
The king of the highway approaches its burden. The reigning American Titan backs into the colossal 100-wheel platform.
The unbreakable bond is forged. Massive steel jaws violently lock onto the kingpin.
The umbilical cords are connected. Pneumatic lifeblood and digital nerves flow from the Titan into the sprawling multi-axle Leviathan.
Keep the ascent steady. We have significant sway on the primary line.
Noted. All personnel stand clear of the drop zone.
Descending like a steel monolith, the colossal transformer prepares to crush the multi-axle platform with uncompromising gravity.
Bound by massive forged steel chains, the megaload is locked to the deck with unbreakable tension, secured against the violent forces of transit.
Hydraulic muscles awaken. Dozens of independent suspension cylinders violently push back against the crushing weight, leveling the 100-ton burden. The hydrogen Titan steps up. Mated to an impossibly long specialized transport, it prepares to drag the future of green energy. The command is given. The 18-speed transmission is violently slammed into the lowest crawler gear to overcome impossible inertia. The megaloads are mated. The absolute kings of the transcontinental highway stand ready to move the world's most impossible structures.
18 multi-ton rubber claws violently grip the asphalt, converting thousands of foot-pounds of torque into relentless, forward momentum.
Approaching a terrifying hairpin curve, the 100-meter hydrogen Leviathan faces a catastrophic geometric impossibility.
The digital steering matrix is engaged by remote. Dozens of independent axles violently pivot sideways, manipulating her
Fighting catastrophic gravity, The turbocharged core screams under maximum load, violently dragging 200 tons up a terrifying mountain pass. Inside the command vault, brute physical force wrestles with catastrophic inertia. The 8-speed transmission is violently commanded to keep the Titan alive. Crossing the abyss, gargantuan steel suspension bridges agonize and groan, pushed to their absolute structural limits by the crushing megaload.
Possible transport is completed. The reigning kings of the transcontinental highway deliver the monolithic organs of global infrastructure. The unbreakable bond is severed. The Titan releases its colossal burden, its devastating mission accomplished. Built to conquer the impossible, engineered to move the world. The ultimate, uncompromising heavy-haul predators.